So it's been a while since I've been on Heroes and Generals, but lately he's been getting a few patches and he's got one quite a while back. And I just wanted to check it out, see what's changed, see what's different about the old game that I played about 8 months ago. And I see a lot of changes in the game. I know a lot of people are kind of disappointed with some of the changes. And particularly, I mean, I'm not a big fan of the scopes. The scope used to be just a little bit better on the sniper rifles before I last played it. And they just kind of seem a bit dirtier for me somehow. They just feel a bit dirty. You're kind of struggling to see a lot of your targets most of the time. But overall, I still enjoyed it. I still played it for what it was. I know there's a pay-to-win element to the game. You can buy certain things and you can just unlock them with gold. And I suppose that's sort of fair in a way if you don't have time to grind. And believe you me, there's plenty of grinding in this game for you to get something. I mean, I've played about 5 or 6 rounds and I basically didn't unlock anything. Nothing. Not even a shovel or anything like that, which is like one of the cheapest things. But sadly, that's not the way that the patch went. I mean, they did quite a few changes, but the grinding, it's still there. For those of you that played Heroes&Generals in the past, you know there was a ton of grinding for you to do in the game before you got anything. And believe me, it's still there. If you want to get yourself a couple of scopes, some attachments, some other things like that, then be prepared for hours and hours of grinding for you to get a bit of money and get that particular attachment or that bullet or whatever you're trying to get. But as it is so far, I mean, I guess it is a free game, and if you make it sort of level up too fast, then there is no point for you really to buy anything with real money, so I wouldn't see the devs making any money. So it's a tricky thing. I've seen plenty of comments in the chat, people complaining that dudes going around with a PPSH with 71 bullets and stuff like that, and pay to win sort of weapons. And I guess, I don't know, you can take anybody's side at the end of the day, but yeah, they did make a free game, but they are trying to get something out of it, so you can't blame them for doing that. But personally, I think there was a kind of balance that you could have done in between the two, that it doesn't take you an arm and a leg for you to get anything unlocked or anything like that. I mean, luckily for me, I played the game when it first came out. I unlocked a lot of things there which were a lot cheaper, and it was all sorts of bonuses and stuff like that, and I still have those characters. I mean, I have one each. I've got tanker, infantryman, sniper. I even have the German side. I've got most of them. I do have them unlocked. Rifleman, most of them they've got unlocked, so I don't really have to worry about certain things. I mean, I would have loved to have my own setup, as it were, with the sniper, with a couple of landmines and stuff like that, just to deal with the tanks, because I do like to get behind the enemy lines most of the time. And you can see here, I'm just sort of sitting between B and C and just picking off stragglers and not letting them push up. And you'll see there's a few guys that try to push up and try and take positions, and you just want to keep them down so your enemy can advance. And there's nothing really for me to do. If I push up to that C flag, the only thing I have is a sniper rifle, which is not a one-shot kill, by the way. You need to shoot him in the head, and that is a one-shot kill. But if you get him in the body or anything like that, it is not a one-shot kill, and chances are you will be taken down pretty easily. But the best thing you could do here is try and spot as much as you can for your team, try and take out, try and wound them a little bit. By doing a bit of damage to them, you're giving your team a bit of an advantage when they push up and try and take the objectives. I would love to see some big AAA companies start making World War II sort of themed games again, because it's been a while since we had something out that's, it takes you back to the trenches, it brings back the skill into the game, it brings back the strategy into the game and that sort of stuff. I don't know how the fuck I missed it. I mean, I know I'm zoomed at 150 meters, so maybe I just zoomed above him or something like that, but hey, never mind that. I still managed to wound him. But it's still one of the things that I kind of want to see return back. I mean, I kind of miss the strategy, I miss the skill, I miss the point where you needed skill to do certain things. You can't just hop into, these days modern shooters, they're not really based on skill anymore. You know, it's easy enough for you to get a kill, it's easy enough for you to get all sorts of things, and it's like, oh look, you've moved 50 points, or you know, things like that, that where your actions did matter. I mean, if I sort of go back to Battlefield 2, I remember a commander. If a commander was really good at his job and he had a team that was sort of following orders and everything, he would absolutely wreck you because he was a real asset on the battlefield. And you wouldn't want to have a good commander on the other team because you'd have been fucked. That's the polite way of saying it. And that's kind of what I'm hoping to see a little bit more of. I want to see just a big AAA company make another cool World War II game, because I think it's been a while since we had all sorts of future flying machines and drones and mavs and all this sort of things. I think it's time for you to sort of go back a little bit to a World War II game, and I think I'm not alone when I'm saying that a lot of people will enjoy it. While there is other World War II games out there, I mean, you have Red Orchestra, you have Rising Storm, you have a lot of games out there that you can still play and enjoy in the World War II era. That one thing that's going to make a big difference with a big company is the quality and the detail and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, they might charge you 120 or something like that for half the game and DLCs and things like that, but it's the quality of the game. I mean, you'll see in these, even though, I mean, it's technically been in the beta for I don't know how long, about 2 years or something like that, this game's been in the beta. You'll see that the quality and the manpower and the resources and the engine and all that sort of stuff, they're just not there. I mean, they did try and they made a decent game and you can play and have a bit of fun with it with your friends. But in the end, it's going to come back down to the same thing, the grind. Are you willing to grind for 100 hours or 200 hours to get your favorite weapon or to get the best weapon in the game? As it is, personally, I think the PTRD, the Russian PTRD-41, is one of the best guns in there. Look at that guy flying. One of the best guns out there. It is a anti-tank rifle. It's a bolt action, so it only fires one bullet at a time, and it's got like a massive bullet in it. I was hoping that after about 5 or 6 or whatever matches I played, I'd get enough XP and enough points for me to boost up and get the weapon, but sadly, I don't have enough, and I'm not willing to spend $19.99 so I can unlock that weapon. Put a scope on it, sit on a hill, and just point and shoot at everything, and it's going to be a one-shot kill. I think that's not the way it goes. And by judging the numbers of the people still playing the game, I mean, right now it is 4,813 people playing. Last time when I played the game about 8 months ago, there was over 10k people playing it. So I'm guessing a lot of the fan base for this game, they're not happy with the latest patch. But that's it for me for today. I am going to keep this objective. This is my objective. Everybody comes here, you're going to die, fool. This is mine. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one.